Hello there, and welcome along. On a recent Q&A, many of you asked for a little bit of an introduction to the very beautiful Ethel, who is just behind me and is the star of one of my personalized t-shirts, which you can get from Very Harsh. There's a link actually up in my bio. Ethel is a 10-and-a-half-year-old Labradoodle and is the absolute light of mine and Mark's eye and is an absolute gem. She has been a pure pleasure from start all the way through to now, an absolute joy and utterly obsessed, as you would expect with tennis balls. And this, her favorite toy, this is a space hopper, and she's had dozens and dozens of these. She absolutely adores these. Do you want this? Hey, sit down then. Good girl. Go on then. People quite often say to us that they absolutely adore our puppy. She's not a puppy at all. I say she's just about to reach 10 and a half. She'll be 11 next year, but an absolute joy. And Mark and I wanted a dog for a huge amount of time. Unfortunately, Mark is highly allergic to most things, including birds and dust and pollen. He's even allergic to the actual roof of our house. So before we actually got a dog, we actually came across two cockapoos in a pub one Christmas. And I took him up to the dogs and I rubbed his face in it to see how bad his reaction was. And it was quite copable. So as long as Mark doesn't get licked by Ethel, he is normally quite fine. I do all of the brushing and the grooming, and Ethel has had the pleasure, and I have had very much the pleasure of being able to take Ethel with me virtually every single working day of her life so far. Now, unfortunately, she is not old, but getting slightly older. She does struggle with my working week. Excuse me. Space opera always comes first. She does struggle just ever so slightly with the working week, especially when it starts to get hot. She's really struggling with the heat. So now Mark is working from home. He gets to spend some quality time with her at home during the week. And I obviously get to spend my days off and weekends with her instead. But she is an absolute delight. Very, very keen to please, always very, very close by my side. She follows me around the garden all the time. And you'll quite often find her either at my feet or mooching around very close to me while I'm filming here in the garden. But an absolute joy. She's been a pleasure to train, very, very well behaved. She's always an absolute sweetheart and a complete softie. We unfortunately had her spayed. Now, unfortunately, I say we had her unfortunately spayed. We had her spayed just after her first season. The advice from many veterinarians is the fact if you have them spayed, you get much, much more life and much better quality of life out of a bitch. Which was music to our ears because we were so much in love with her, and obviously we still are. However, after a little bit of time, we realised just how wonderful her character is, how soft and gentle she is. We don't have any children ourselves, but we have lots and lots of friends and family that do have very small children, and Ethel is very gentle, very, very placid. There's never even so much as a rolled lip with her. She's very, very tolerant and soft and gentle, and we really wish we had had a litter of puppies from her before we had her spayed. But unfortunately, she is one of a kind, and I say our absolute little baby. So yeah, she's also the star of this t-shirt, which I say you can get from the link in my bio from Very, Very Harsh. I hope you've enjoyed our little introduction to Ethel. I've lost her. Wait, gonna come and say goodbye? Come here. Good girl. Come and say goodbye. She is an absolute dream, and hopefully she will continue to be for many, many more years to come. I'll see you all again very soon. Take good care now. Bye-bye.